Hey guys, Mr. Talbot here for you. I wanted to give you a quick tutorial video over our topic 2.2 assignment, which is going to be over the Reformation and the Counter-Reformation if you choose to go that route. So what you're eventually going to be making is some form of media, which is a way to present information. And you're going to pick one of these topics to do that on. So there's a list of like 5 different topics you can pick, 5 big topics. You're going to pick one of them, okay? And eventually, if you kind of jump ahead a little, you're going to be making a photo collage or a video of you talking, or like an animated video you make, or a map or a timeline or something along those lines. And within that, you're going to need to have 3 or 4 kind of subtopics or like events to go into your photo collage or your timeline, or 3 to 5 different 3 locations that are important for yours. So again, you're picking one of these 5, just one of them, and you're going to fill out kind of going across here. The information you need is all in the links that I provided. Each of these websites is reliable. Each of them has quality information, several different events, and you can use your text-to-speech and annotating skills and all that within those sites. Would encourage you, the thing you're going to be partially great on is making the big connection to the Reformation or the Counter-Reformation. So when you're picking out events or details, things like that, think about things that are significant to the Reformation or the Counter-Reformation. For example, when Martin Luther was born isn't really all that important to the Reformation. When Martin Luther posts his 95 Theses, that's important to the Reformation. So kind of keep those things in mind. Once you fill out up here, you know, where you're not doing a big old paper, okay? You need to be able to write, essentially 3 quick blurbs, 3 very short paragraphs about 3 different events from within this topic, okay? Once you have that, and this should probably take about an hour of research, okay? The other hour you should spend on this project is actually making your media. So whether that's going to be a timeline or a map or whatever the case might be. If you're going with any of these, it's kind of, you can do it by hand and take a picture of it. You can do a Google drawing of it. In the case of maps, I got a thing here called Google My Maps. It's an option. It's pretty cool. Whatever the case may be. Whatever you create has to be something that you have created, okay? And so if it's a timeline, just copying and pasting a timeline off the internet, that doesn't work. It's got to be one that you make yourself. Obviously, if you're doing photos or artwork, my expectation is not that you go out and take a bunch of pictures. You can find photos or artwork from the time period and then go in and add your own captions to it that shows your understanding and shows you making connections to the Reformation. Same thing with a video recording. Don't just find a YouTube video. You'd want to make a video yourself. Okay. Primary sources are obviously something that maybe Martin Luther wrote this. Well, you didn't write it, obviously, but you can do your own analysis of it. So you're only going to pick one of these options. Don't pick to do multiple, okay? You're going to do one timeline with all 3 events, or one map with all 3 important locations, or one video covering all 3 things. You're gonna, whenever you finish it, either take pictures of it and add it here, or make sure your links are. Big thing that we can improve upon is making sure our share settings are correct, and then we'll be good to go there. This is a 6-point assignment, so it's not a huge assignment, but it is important to know what you're going to be scored upon. For multimedia, of course, we want it to look good, but we want to be able to get from beyond just a timeline of here's the event. We want to get to a timeline that explains why this is important or makes the connections to that. We don't just want a map that has, the locations. We're explaining how it matters and making those connections. So whatever you pick, and be trying to make the connections to why it matters to the Reformation. If you guys got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with.